Every once in a while, we like to throw in a video about real life in the Las Vegas Valley, and today's the day. We are off to Henderson for a triple threat sunset-themed day. Sunset Park, the Galleria at sunset, and finally, Sunset Station. I think you're really gonna like this one.
So get ready, because this adventure starts right now.
Under some fairly threatening skies, we are heading east this morning on our way to the first of 3 sunset-themed spots, aptly called Sunset Park. It lives at the corner of Sunset and Eastern here in Las Vegas, and it's the crown jewel of the Clark County Park System. Although we drove in from Sunset, you can also access it from Eastern Avenue, and they got some pretty signage on this side. Our first observation is the sheer size and greenness of it all. On this summer morning, the grass is dewy, a rare condition here in the desert. In total, Sunset Park occupies 324 acres, with 214 of them developed by the park system. It is the largest and most distinguished park in Clark County and prides itself on those beautiful open turf areas. The abundance and variety of shade trees here in the Mojave Desert is a wonder. We just love how they have been so carefully planted and placed. And check out this guy. What a great shape! If you're into plane spotting at all, this is a great spot to do that. The landing path for the jets goes west right along Sunset Road. A century ago, what's now Sunset Park was a working ranch. In 1967, it was acquired by the county and has been developed over the years into this beautiful oasis. Speaking of that, every oasis has to have water, right? Well, here it is. This is Sunset Pond. The pond has a surface area of 14 or so acres and runs 10 to 12 feet deep. Not only is it fed from underground wells, but it also acts as a reservoir for park irrigation. And as you can see, it's a very popular spot for many species of birds. These swans make a beautiful picture, don't they? Now, if you happen to see our Resorts World staycation a couple of weeks ago, you're going to recognize this fellow. He is the Moai who once sat outside the Stardust promoting the Aku Aku Polynesian restaurant. He was carved out of volcanic rock by artist Eli Headley and was donated to the county in 1987. The following year, they placed him here on the island. Sunset Pond is overseen by the Nevada Department of Wildlife, who stocks it with rainbow trout in the cool seasons and channel catfish, bluegill, sunfish, and bass in the warmer months. The pond has provided fishing opportunities right here in Las Vegas for more than 20 years. There are even rumors that a pond monster lurks in these waters as well. In addition to the walking paths through the lawn spaces, there is a nice wide walk along the edges of the pond. What a lovely touch this is. Some of the trees along this pathway have little plaques below them with memorial dedications. Fun fact, my parents actually have trees dedicated to them up in Canada. Elsewhere in the park is a grove of trees specifically planted to honor those who perished in DUI traffic accidents. A tragic reason for a pretty garden. Sunset Park endeavors to showcase some of the native Mojave Desert plants and trees and does a really nice job of it, even managing to find plants that flower in our summer heats. A public park this large has to develop a lot of space to sports, and that is absolutely true here at Sunset Park. Pickleball has become one of the fastest growing sports in modern times, and in 2021, the park unveiled their pickleball complex. The courts are open to the public during park hours, which are, by the way, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day, and are also available for league play. This looks like a lot of fun. How many of you folks out there play pickleball? Let us know down in the comments. As you'd expect of a public park this size, you'll also find 8 tennis courts, 8 basketball courts, and fields for softball and Little League. There is also a total of 4 hiking trails, ranging from a quarter mile to a mile in length. Besides sports, the park is great for picnics and outdoor family gatherings. There are 9 reservable picnic areas like these located around the park. Each one is named and you reserve them online. Thanks to recent updates, there are 5 colorful children's playground areas. These 2 are shaded from the sun and provide lots of active outdoor play opportunities for the kids.
All right, status report. Let me just say, I was at this park longer than I intended to be, and I am so grateful the sun is not out today. You might be sort of bummed because the sky wasn't blue and the footage wasn't fabulous, but I'll tell you what, I'm grateful because it kept the temperature at 95, which I'm still drenched, but it was at least bearable. Got back to my car, glugged a whole bunch of water. I ended up being there an hour and 15 minutes, which was longer than I intended, but that park is so huge and I totally lost track of where my car was. So I think I added 20 extra minutes just walking around the park trying to find my car. All right, onward. We're going to the mall.
We are on Sunset Road heading eastward through the heart of Henderson. This thriving community, which wasn't even incorporated until 1953, is now the second largest city in Nevada in terms of population. At the last census, there were nearly 320,000 residents in this area of about 108 square miles just southeast of Las Vegas. There's a lot going on here as well. Manufacturing, from titanium to vitamins to Levi's. IT infrastructure with a key Google complex in town, and logistics for big operators like Amazon and Kroger. All right, we're at Stephanie Street, and the mall is just ahead on our left. The Galleria reaches a milestone this year, 30 years of serving the Henderson community.
Hello and good morning. I decided, maybe against my better judgment, to let you see my bright red face. That park was immense. The things I do for you in this channel. Anyway, going in the air conditioning now, let's do a little walk and talk about the Galleria at Sunset. Something interesting is happening with this mall, and that's what brought me here. I'm excited to share it with you. Alrighty, let's go in. So this entranceway here, this very grand entrance, was actually added in 2014 and 15 at a cost of $25 million. The mall had been here much longer, but this was a little upgrade, and it's quite nice with this terrace, places to sit, relax a little bit, and nice plantings as well. I like it in here. Oh, wow. It's rare that you see a flower here in Las Vegas in hot, hot July, but it's lined with pretty flowers. Love it. All right, let's go in the Galleria. Okay, so the first thing we notice is it is actually a multi-level mall. It looks like there's going to be 2 levels to explore. And the other thing that I'm quite fond of is there's a lot of natural light thanks to some lovely skylights. So over here it looks like we have one anchor store, and that would be Dillard's. And then over here straight ahead of us is another anchor store, Kohl's. So what is Mershops, you ask? That is a term we never heard of, but that is actually part of the transformation I was talking about. So this was originally the Galleria Mall. It opened in 1996, and in fact it was the first mall in Henderson and only mall in Henderson. And today it's actually one of only 4 remaining indoor malls in all of Las Vegas. So in the 2013, 14, 15 era, the Galleria Mall got a nice facelift and update. We saw that new entrance outside. Also, a bunch of new stores and restaurants were added. And it persevered. Now, I have to admit, I am one of those people that actually really appreciates indoor malls. I guess because I originally came from a colder climate, and maybe just my age, but malls were a way of life when I was young, and also when Scott was young. It was just the place to be, and it didn't matter if it was cold or hot outside, or raining or snowing. The mall was just a nice refuge, and there was always a lot to do inside malls. So I'd like to see it continue and thrive in some way. Last year, in 2025, the mall was acquired by the Mershow family. They are the folks that own the Shoe Palace, and they currently own 5 malls now in the California, Nevada area. And they have announced that they are going to revitalize this mall and make it more of a community space, a gathering place, a place to do more than just shop. So this was announced in January of this year. And I admit we don't have any details yet, but I, for one, am excited to see what they might do to revive and make it a place to be. All right, this is beautiful. Today is July 13th. 4th of July was just recently. It's balloons. I love it.
Paula mentioned the Shoe Palace, and there happens to be a location upstairs right here in this mall. The Shoe Palace brand began as a small family business in San Jose, California back in 1993. The Mershow family has grown it into more than 200 stores by carrying only the world's best brands and offering its customers the ultimate shoe and apparel buying experience.
All right, so over here is our third anchor store that we can see, and that is the venerable J.C. Penney. When I was young, I actually worked there at J.C. Penney for a time. Now, as malls do these days, there are also some fun attractions. This looks like a bungee jumping thing, and some cute little cars for the kids. All right, check this out. I was just going to another area to show some more of kids' rides, and look at this. We have a little train. Now, you guys, it is like noontime on a Monday, but this adorable little train is running. How cute! So here's the kids' play area that I was heading towards. Some other little things you can ride on, climb on, have some fun with, for toddlers mostly. Very young children, but cute. And then down here is our next anchor store, and that is going to be Dick's Sporting Goods. So down at this far end is anchor store number 5, and that is Macy's. Venerable Macy's. Now over here, this is cute. Another thing you could do at the mall that isn't really shopping. It's claw machines. Lots and lots and lots of claw machines. Looks like fun. Actually, further back, it's a proper arcade. There's a bunch of other stuff going on in here. So, if the kids are at the mall, bring them to the arcade. All Alrighty, let's go upstairs. I took some snapshots of some of these stores. Some of them are typical mall stores and some of them are kind of unusual. This is one of your larger malls in Nevada. It's more than 1 million square feet, believe it or not, and about 130 stores. Now it is Monday noonish, there's not a lot of people in here, but if new owners are spending money on it, I'm hopeful that this transformation is going to be great. Let's see. So up here on the second level in the wing where Dick's Sporting Goods is, we find the food court. And it's a typical mall food court. Basically, you just have to follow your nose because I'm telling you, the Auntie Anne's and the Cinnabon will lead you right here. So let's see, we have Cinnabon, hot dog on a stick, and a number of other things, plus a whole bunch of great spots to sit here in the food court. These skylights all along the whole entire upper level ceiling or rooftop really make the place beautiful and bright, and yet the air conditioning keeps it cool. Best of all worlds here in Las Vegas, huh? Anyway, I hope you like this little walkthrough of the Galleria at Sunset. So far, it's just a mall. It certainly hasn't transformed, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Fast forward a few hours and it's now late afternoon. We are headed back to the Sunset and Stephanie area, this time via Warm Springs Road. The sun has been trying to come out from behind the clouds, but not too successful so far. And to be truthful, we don't mind a cloudy day because they are very rare right here in the desert. If you saw our recent Q&A video, we told you that our favorite local restaurant is the Longhorn Steakhouse, just newly arrived in Las Vegas after a long wait. We're meeting our friends Bob and Debbi here for dinner. The first Longhorn opened its doors in Atlanta, Georgia in August 1981. From the start, they prided themselves on fresh, never-frozen steaks grilled to perfection. And their steak done right since 1981 slogan has led them to grow to nearly 600 locations. The interiors have a Texas-flavored theme with leather and wood in the dining room, stone and native-inspired fabrics in the bar. Our dinner companions were Bob and Debbi Carroll from California. More about Bob a little later on. We shared a Texas Tunyon for our appetizer, and then everybody went for the Renegade Sirloin as their entree. Bob entertained us at the table with a fun card trick. Check it out.
But I got these for next. There's only one problem with these, though. If you look really close, there's no backs or faces on it, which is ridiculous. So you can't really do anything with it, but you could print them up. If you were a magician, you could print up, they want to print up a black card. I could the 6 of clubs, no back, but you want to print up a red card, that's a little harder. Let me see, okay, there's a red card. You know what? The backs are hard.
Oh my God.
So now we got faces and backs and faces until it looks like a deck of cards. That looks something like this. Back and faces and backs. But that's impossible, because there's no face on this card, and there's no back on that card. And when they come from the factory, they look just like this, with no faces or backs. I don't know how this trick.
I don't know how that trick.
And don't tell me either. But
wow,
that's worth it.
That's great.
You can't play cards with it.
Debbi said that my mouth was hanging open in awe during the card trick. Wish we'd caught that on camera. Okay, that was a great meal and great company. But now we have to complete our sunset-themed trifecta by wrapping up this evening at, drumroll please, the Sunset Station. Next year, Henderson's very first hotel casino will be celebrating its 30th anniversary. And I just have to say, that Spanish Mediterranean theming sure stands the test of time. All right, we left Bob and Deb, and we are now at Sunset Station. I first walked in, I've not been in here in a long time. I was shocked because I thought, oh my gosh, it's so old. And then Paula told me, no, you're not in the new part. There's a new part here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to play a little bit of Keno here. Paula's going to do a little more B-roll and stuff like that. But let me just say, first of all, we had such a great time with Bob and Deb. We both performed here in Las Vegas around the same time, and we're both pretty much the same age. And we just talked about showbiz. It was great. I loved every bit of it. And the food, of course, it's terrific. All right, Paula, go do your thing. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to win, I don't know, $10,000, $15,000. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. We featured Sunset Station about a year and a half ago on our channel when the $53 million remodel was already underway. But wow, have they done a lot more with the place since then. The casino is a big one, almost 164,000 square feet. This new casino bar was just unveiled in January of this year. It's got luxurious marble finishes, bar top gaming, and it's open 24/7. The refreshes look great, brighter lighting, new carpet and slot chairs, and fresh new flooring. In 2026, Station Casino celebrates 50 years in Las Vegas, and believe it or not, it all started with a little bingo palace. Talk about a local success story. There are two standout features of the casino floor remodel that you can't help but notice. First is the stunning 12,000 square foot STN Sportsbook. Out front, a circular bar. And around here, the sports lounge and betting area with a panoramic 150-foot LED wall. Spaces like this redefine what sports books can actually be. And the second show-stopping upgrade is this, the circular tables area with the Gaudi Bar at its center. It was just completed and reopened in May, and just wow, this place is stunning. Station said they wanted to incorporate contemporary elements into the remodel while still honoring the original design, which was inspired by Spanish architect Antonio Gaudi. With the centerpiece bar and the rich red and cream lounge seating, it's the best of both worlds. The ceiling reflects the light from the new hand-blown crystal chandelier. What a topper for the bar! But one thing they didn't touch and wouldn't dare are the iconic stained glass panels in the ceiling above the tables area. Those Gaudi-inspired skylights are an iconic part of Sunset Station, and honestly, pictures and video don't even do them justice.
Well, friends, I have to say, what a Monday this has been. You know, we were asked by some longtime viewers to go out in the neighborhoods and talk a little bit about life in Las Vegas. I hope we fit the bill with this video. We started the morning over in Sunset Park. In the afternoon, we landed at the Galleria at Sunset, and here we are wrapping the night up at Sunset Station. I am inside the Gaudi Bar, which has been redone. It's so beautiful in here. I love the vibrant colors. I love the ceilings that they kept. And I love me a gin and tonic. I earned one. This has been quite the day. It's been a lot of steps for me. Tanqueray and tonic with a twist of lime. Perfection. My husband is over gambling. I need to go rescue him before he does too much damage. But I sure hope you guys have enjoyed this lovely whirlwind Monday hanging around Henderson. I will say, we missed the actual sunset, but oh well, it's been cloudy today anyway. No big deal. We'll catch it tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Well, Paula was wrong, and happily so. We left Sunset Station just after 7:30 p.m., and guess what? It was sunset. So here you go, a little Las Vegas July sunset just for you as we head west on Warm Springs and then Blue Diamond Road towards home. We'll see you when we get there.
Boy, I tell you what, if you were moving to Henderson, this was the video to watch.
No kidding. We did a little travelogue all about Henderson and what it's like to actually live there. Set the sunset theming aside, but this is life in Henderson.
Yeah, we showed you the park, we showed you the mall, we showed you a casino that's down there.
Dinner.
It's really a really nice place to live. People are very nice down there, and it's really not that far from Las Vegas itself or the airport. Right?
Yeah, it's a really nice place to live in that southeast corner. Well, you saw all the planes going over, so definitely close to the airport.
All right, let me just say something about Bob Carroll. He and I came to Las Vegas about the same time. I think he came here maybe a year earlier than I.
A little bit earlier than you.
Yeah, a little bit me.
Yeah.
And we never crossed paths physically, but we did cross paths entertaining wise, right?
Absolutely. He actually, I think, started his career very, very young, I think in upstate New York.
Yeah.
Came out to Vegas for a while, then went back to New York, but has had a really fun career, and it was nice to see where the two of you kind of intersected over the years.
And then he has this thing that he does on Instagram. Is it Instagram now? Or?
Oh, no, it's a Facebook page.
It's a Facebook page?
It's Trivia Time with Bob Carroll. We'll leave a link in the description box to that.
Yeah, check it out. It's really a lot of fun. And Debbie, what about Debbie?
So I have to share the best thing about Deb. I call her the yarn queen. This woman, ever since about 2010, so more than 15 years, she makes the most beautiful afghans and knitted caps and all these things for children's hospitals and underprivileged folks and people who need a hug. Her work is exquisite. We have been gifted some of her work, and she is so gifted and talented and giving.
And we're very blessed to have both of them as our friend, right?
Absolutely.
All right. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Anything else you want to tell these nice people, Miss Paula?
We want to hear from you. Do you like this local content? Do you like that we're kind of shining a spotlight on something other than the tourist and the resort corridors? Let us know in the comments.
Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Whew. Okay, that's just how we roll.